Hello, my name is Manuel Da Silva Jr. I'm the head fly tying instructor for the Western Mass Fly Fishermen. And this is the quick review video of the Deerhair Nymph that we tie in class. So, as I said in class, I'm going to establish my thread behind the eye of the hook, wrap back a little bit, cut off my excess, and I'm going to take the thread all the way to tail, which happens to be bar point on this hook. As you can see, the shank of my hook is being held level. You don't want it tip forward or you don't want it tip back. Tip forward, the thread runs off the hook. Tip back, it'll bind down on your material. I'm going to half hitch at tail position, pick up my slack, and get ready for the next operation. Okay, as I said in class, we're going to take a small pinch of Deerhair Nymph, of the deer hair. I'm just going to clip it over my little tray here so I don't make a mess. And what we want to do when you're tying on deer hair, you want to keep the butts of your deer hair clean from all the fluff. Now in this case, I'm going to cut my tips off because there's nothing really, as far as we're only using the core of the deer hair to make the fly float. Then going to spin the deer hair in my fingers and cut off the butts. I only need a piece that's roughly around 3/4 of an inch long. I'm going to stand my thread straight up. I'm going to bring my deer hair right to my thread. I'm going to roll my fingers forward. And on the deer hair, as I said in class, you have to bring the thread all the way around, one full wrap, and then as you apply pressure, just let it go and allow it to spin. Keeping tension on it. I'm going to comb my deer hair back, nice and tight, wrap in front of it, and half hitch. Now in this particular video, I already have an established fly with all the hair on it, but I'm just going to apply, again, when we cut close to the hide. Okay. Pull all the extra off. Again, I'm going to spin my deer hair. I'm going to cut off the tips. Now I spin my deer hair in my hand and cut off the butts. And by cutting off the butts, that automatically cuts a lot of the fluff that's inside the butts of the deer hair. If it's too heavy, it just won't spin right. Again, I apply it to the top of the hook shank, roll my fingers forward, I bring the thread down and around without any tension on it, one full wrap all the way around the deer hair. Then as I apply tension, I allow it to spin. Comb the deer hair back firmly and wrap in front. And execute a half hitch, I'm sorry. Okay, and basically we're going to keep going until we get just behind the eye of the hook. So I'm just going to do another half hitch to lock it down, and I'm going to apply the fly that I tied it previously. And we're going to get involved with the trimming. Now I like to leave my fly in the vise when I trim it, and I start by cutting the bottom flat. Then I'm going to reach in at a slight angle, clipping close to the bend of the hook, and again angling it the other way, just underneath the eye of the hook. And that establishes the bottom. Now again, like in class, I just start cutting tapers all the way around to shape our fly, because we are looking for the torpedo body. Now, another little tidbit of information is the scissors that you want to be cutting deer hair with should have a serrated edge. It helps grab the deer hair when you're clipping. Other than that, it just keeps trying to slide out. Okay. And I'm just going to keep clipping until I have my shape. And again, I'm doing this rather quickly because this is just a review video for all the people that came to our fly tying classes. And basically, this is our Deerhair Nymph. And you got to remember too, with the deer hair, this is a very high floating fly. You could cast this into a moving riffle and it'll just come right back up. And there is our Deerhair Nymph. So I hope this will bring, again, this is just a video to bring our students up to speed.